Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Airy Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is Salmisis the Shaman, Belschnickel the Priest, and Navox the Warrior. It's about to get real. Hey guys, welcome to episode 57 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast for your World of Warcraft guild Convert to Raid on Airy Peak, US. Today is May 11th. We want to thank you guys for tuning into the show. I am Belschnickel. With me, I got my main man, Navox. What's up, my man?
What's up, guys?
And we got Sal up in the house. Sal, how you doing, girl?
Hi! In this episode, we have Chaithi here to talk about the raid team Rolling Thunder. Sal needs to learn how to Twitter. Knate and Turarts are here with the guild haps, and we have Jinx cards to give away.
Whoa! That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good deal.
in the announcements part of the show, we're going to have three $50 gift cards to give to lucky people in the chat room, and we're going to make it easy and fast and free money, guys.
Awesome.
I want those Overwatch jackets.
And speaking of the chat room, what's up, chat room? Thanks for joining us this evening. Are you guys pumped up for tonight's show? We're going to start off with a person. Well, no, you were here last week, Sal. Sal, what's going on?
Yes, I was here last week. I wasn't here the week before, but I've been raiding with Facepull. They raid like 2 nights a week officially and 2 other nights a week unofficially or something like that. They're always raiding. Facepull, Echelon's team, Facepull is always raiding.
They are fun to raid with too.
Yes, that's true. So it feels really good to get back into the loot game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what though, if you haven't raided in a while, like regularly, you kind of suck.
Whoa,
wait. I think
I can take a month off and still come floss in my raid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, up in there with just greens.
That also came off if you're not raiding, you suck. That's how it came off. And I was like, wait a minute, our listeners are not.
You know how Sal is.
Sal's gone from filthy casual to hardcore raider.
I just love that term. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Filthy casual. That's the best.
No, I'm super casual. But when I started kind of getting into it, you know how nice Echelon is, right?
He's very nice.
Well, like a month ago or something, when I I can't even say it. When I first went in with a group, afterwards it was kind of like an alt group. It was mostly people's alts and stuff, and a few mains just to kind of get us through. And I was in there, and afterwards we were kind of chit-chatting, and he was looking at the logs, because they have logs for every time they raid. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, well, this happened. Looks like everyone was pretty good, except, well, Sal, I gotta be honest with you. You kind of sucked it up tonight.
He called you out. That's fantastic.
That's
totally
good.
And he said it kind of in a nice way-ish, kind of, right?
It's like, yeah, you weren't good.
You're kind of terrible.
I mean terrible in the nicest way for him, but
he is the nicest guy,
horrible.
right? He's totally the nicest guy, but he wasn't messing around. And it was alt night on their quote-unquote chill run night. Yeah, Sal, you were bad. So I've made efforts in the
keeping it real. That's it.
Yeah, I've been raiding with them about once a week, twice last week. And I've gotten a lot better. I don't want to do that again. But I need to raid with them because I can't get into LFR.
What?
Every time I queue up to do LFR, it's like a 45-minute wait or something. And sure enough, 20 minutes into it, 30 minutes into it, I DC or something. And I lose my place in the queue, and I just can't get... So I can't get the runes for the legendary ring. It's just totally not happening. Okay, but as far as the show goes, we did have some winners of the Pet Battle Trivia contest on Twitter last week. That was cool, but I'll tell you what, I learned something. I learned that we have several listeners who are not only not in CTR, but are not even on U.S. servers. So they're like a European server because they won the contest, and I could get them in.
Okay.
That stinks. Well,
welcome. We're glad you're here.
Definitely.
I don't have any European pets to give away, but I do, appreciate you guys participating in the competition. So that was actually fun. But what's really going on with me is that I'm totally, totally, totally all in addicted to Hearthstone.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I know I'm like a year late on this.
This is the craziest thing ever because I remember specifically talking to Sal about Hearthstone about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she would make fun of us for playing this card game, and she couldn't see why we liked it, and was totally like anti-Hearthstone. And now we're here a year later, and you're all about that life.
Anti-Hearthstone. It wasn't anti-Hearthstone. What it was it was only on the computer.
Okay.
Right? And I'm like, if I'm going to sit down in a chair and play a thing, it's not going to be the card game. I'm like, this is obviously like a laying bed type, game, or sitting on the couch or something type game, watching
or the
TV.
Toilet. Admit it, Sal.
I've never
effective
keeping it real here. We're
toilet
keeping it
time.
real tonight. We're keeping it real tonight on the Converted Podcast.
I don't own an iPad, but I have one over here anyway from work. But what really changed was when Hearthstone came out on the phone, where you can play on your phone. That changed everything, and the UI is pretty cool too. So, because it's on the phone, I've been playing it, and yeah, I'm like ranked and stuff, getting my arena going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't got on an X Ramus or anything like that, but it's coming. It's coming.
Good stuff. It's good to hear, Sal.
Well, I'm currently ranked 19, but I don't want to play another ranked game because I'm afraid I'm going to go back down to 20, and I don't want to go back down to 20. So,
but at 20, you still get your card back, so you'll be straight.
Yeah. But Navox, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. So you were talking about, well, we had, Rue on the show, and we were talking about pet battles. So I decided I was going to actually do some pet battles. Rue was nice enough to send me mail, just in the mail, a ton of pets, which I haven't, touched since she mailed them to me when I said I never pet battled. So she sent me a bunch of pets. And then my man Dead Greed also got with me. He's like, hey, listen. He's like, you got some time? Sure. He's like, hop in Mumble. I want to talk to you about pet battling. So he got me all, set up with like these add-ons that'll show you all your pet stuff. And, I logged in all my level, my Garrison, my Garrison 3 level characters that have the pet shop. I went over and did the quest, leveled up some 25, pets, and started doing some pet battles. So, he ended up giving, I got a bunch of pets, but the ones that I've been using the most are the Lesser Void Caller, the Ghastly Kid, and the Bone Serpent. So those three I've been, gaming with, and I was giving it an honest to God try, and it's something to kill time. I log in, and I know I'm not the only one who's not really liking the whole logging in and having to do garrison chores. So that's what, I'm logging in, and I had to find something to kill some time between raids. So I started doing some pet battles. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of Heroes of the Storm, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I play Thrall a lot, and it's, if you guys haven't played it, definitely, when you log into Mumble, look at the very, very bottom of Mumble. There's the Heroes of the Storm channel. If you see people in there, join the channel. Talk to us. We'll get you in a game. It doesn't take very long. Other than that, I also raided with Facepull this week, and they got me a Blackhand kill on my monk. Yes. Nice. Yeah. So I asked Echelon, I'm like, hey, can I bring my Windwalker? I need some kills. I need some practice. He's like, sure, come on. And honestly, God, the guy's super nice, because I was like, listen, if my DPS sucks, I'm just going to drop.
Did he tell you how bad you sucked at the end?
No, he didn't.
He must not have sucked that bad.
No. And everybody was really, really nice, too. Like,
must not have been that
I
bad.
forgot to bring some flasks. I was getting handed flasks, this, that, and the other. And, but yeah, I really enjoyed raiding with Facepull. And also, I've been working on trying to get into we're trying to get into a Mythic raid group, and I joined a group on the forums. It's called Convert to Mythic. We're actually looking for some DPS and some heals so we can hit Mythic raids, and we're going to be starting this Thursday night. For any of you listeners, check us out on the forums, or check out converttomythic.com. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. But Actually, I think we skipped over Bell, didn't we?
Yes.
We skipped over
yes.
Bell.
Man.
No.
It's a nice friendly rotation. You know what I'm saying? I'll get in there. You know.
Bell,
No,
what
man.
have you been up to, man?
Dude, man, like the last week, I kind of took a break from just gaming altogether, man. I had some real life stuff I had to get ready for, and I didn't play anything last week.
Okay.
The week before that, I did play some Heroes and I did raid a little bit, but this coming week, man, I'm looking to get back in it. You know, I tried.
Saw those pictures from Disney World. I know.
Yeah,
where
man,
you were.
we were
I
at
haven't seen any
Disney
of
this
them.
weekend. Took the girls there, man. We had a great time. It was a blast, man. Like Disney.
You took your infant there?
Yeah, man, she slept most of the time, you know. But yeah, it's great, man. Disney's fun, man. But when you have kids and you bring your kids, man, it's a totally different experience. You know, when you see your kids like, just freaking out and getting excited and stuff. So we did that, you know, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny. You guys talking about LFR earlier. Because I'm trying to get back into the rating thing more consistently. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get some gear and be able to help out the team and whatnot. And I actually clicked on the LFR button. I think last week I clicked on it. I'm like, I'm gonna do LFR, and that lasted about 20 seconds. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't stay in the queue. I just could not do it. Now tell me I'm crazy. Has LFR gotten better, or is it still the same like nightmare that I'm remembering?
No,
I just couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it.
LFR is actually not that bad. Like right now, it's just run in and hit the boss. Like I don't think I've been in a fight where people actually do any more of the strats.
So I'll go
even
in there,
even on
Black Hand,
Hand,
one shot everything. Like we're not.
Yeah,
gonna get,
pretty much. I've not run into any trouble. Like I ran my rogue through it. I don't run into any trouble whenever I'm in there. We just go in, hit the boss, and the boss dies. I even thought Black Hand's probably your fastest queue times also. Like if you queue up for Black Hand, you'll probably get in there really, really quick.
Because I do got to get in there.
You're queuing as a tank.
No, I'm queuing on my rogue. I don't need anything on my warrior. I don't need anything on my monk. I've been trying to gear my rogue out when I'm super bored. So it's like, I'm like, I could either do garrison chores or I could do LFR. It's like, but yeah.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much.
Well, I have to have a question for you,
Heroes
though.
mostly when I've had time, but what's up?
So I've heard that we're not supposed to call the game HOTS.
Well, because StarCraft.
What's your take on it?
I think it's fine, man. I mean, the thing about it is, I don't think it's that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. HOTS, Heroes of the Storm, Heroes, because there's Heart of the Swarm, which is StarCraft.
That's right. Heart of the Swarm.
So they both have the same kind of letters and stuff, but whatever. For the most part, people say HOTS now. They're talking about Heroes. That's my opinion, anyway. I don't get them confused. When I'm talking about StarCraft, I just say StarCraft.
Right, and I think people go, let's go play some Heroes, and that's it.
Yeah, let's go play some Heroes or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what, man, I am full-fledged addicted to Heroes of the Storm. I love that game. Like, that game, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just because it's so quick and easy, but I just have so much fun playing that game. And I can play by myself in a team. It's way more fun with friends. But, I mean, that game, you can go in there and play a couple quick games and get out. I love that game. I can't wait to play on Tuesday nights when we actually play a lot as a team. So I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow night to do that. But that's pretty much been it.
Awesome.
I took a week off, and I was kind of like, on a self-imposed hiatus, but I'm back. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get some gaming on. I haven't played, so
actually, hey, I'll be on standby tomorrow night. Let me know because I'm free on Tuesday night, so I can do some.
Dude, man, you come out because what happens is sometimes we have like 6 people or 7 people, so then we kind of rotate in.
Yeah.
So if we got a rotation going, the two extras can go play a game together or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
So yeah, no, definitely come out.
Okay.
And if you guys want to come out and you're listening to the show and you want to come out and hang out Tuesday night, just come out and show up, and if we can fit you in a rotation or get a couple teams going, we can do that.
We
it's fun.
absolutely will.
It's fun.
Yep.
We have a good time.
But
So
right
that's pretty
now,
much it.
I think we should get our podcast going. And,
Yeah,
absolutely. Get Chaithi up in here.
Yep. Let's get Chaithi in here.
Chaithi.
Yes. Who I messed up all over Twitter today. Because I don't know how to Twitter. Is my problem.
Chaithi.
I don't know how
What's
to
up,
Twitter.
bud?
Hello.
Chaithi. What's up, my man?
Not much. So I'll teach you how to tweet. No worries. Do a one-on-one session. We'll get you going.
Okay.
You guys might know this guy Chaithi from Monk Meditation, but tonight he's here to talk about his rating team, Rolling Thunder. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Good. It's
Welcome
been a
back to
good
the
day.
show, man.
Thanks. It's been a while. It's been almost a year.
Dude, the banner, man. When I see that banner, I get pumped, bro. I remember the first time we saw that thing, man. I was like, oh, I'm all about that, man.
Yep.
So how you doing, man? How's everything going?
Oh, it's doing fantastic. Rolling Thunder's rolling along quite well, so I'm really proud of the team.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I'm sorry. Chief Vol'jin is talking mess about me in the chat room right now, and I don't appreciate it, Chief. He's calling me mean. It says I'm mean on Twitter.
Well, whatever Chief says is...
You just use as your defense. You don't know how to tweet. You just said that.
I don't know how to Twitter.
Yeah.
But
Hashtag
what that is,
bad at
guys,
Twitter.
is I was tweeting about Chaithi all day long, saying at Chaithi is going to be here, and at Chaithi is not a thing, or at least
Nope.
it's not a thing.
It's owned
as
by
it
one
takes
guy
to
who's
you.
never tweeted for the last 3 years. And
Really?
get it back.
Oh, you're not bitter though. You're not bitter.
No, not better
Not
at
at
all.
all.
It's not
Not
like
at all.
I've contacted Twitter with like documentation and crap all the time and nothing happens. No,
Nope.
not at all.
He's not bitter.
So I'm just rubbing salt in the wound when I do that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So tell us
At
about your raid
Chaithi.
team, man. Let's get into it, man. What's the deal? How you guys doing? What are you guys working on right now?
We are working on Iron Maiden's Heroic. So
Nice.
we're 7 of 10 right now, Heroic, 8 of 10 normal. We haven't done Blast Furnace since the nerf, so I imagine we'll be able to steamroll that once we get there.
Okay.
But yeah, Iron Maidens is proving to be a little bit difficult. Every poll, there's one person who derps, and it's a different person every time. So
It's always you, though.
How low have you gotten the fight to so far?
we've gone into phase 3 a couple of times.
Okay.
But we always kind of go in with 2 or 3 people down, and that makes it kind of rough. So
Isn't that fight, that is like almost a, it's a 9-minute fight. I mean, almost from start to finish. So it is it's a long fight. And I can speak from experience tanking it. It is a boring fight for tanks. I know you can easily zone out doing that fight.
boring fight for melee too. If you're
Yeah.
not going on the
Yeah.
boat, if you're going on the boat, it's a fun fight. If you're not, it's like, okay, dodge left.
Except for the rogues who sit there going, oh my God, I'm going so fast and doing so much DPS. It's awesome. You know, that's the rogues. That's
How's
every
that
single
go?
rogue. What's that?
Windwalker monks just go nuts. on
Oh,
that fight,
that's
too.
right. Yes. What is Storm, Earth, and Fire? They can just
Yeah, Storm Earth and Fire just goes insane.
I love it.
So
Yeah.
I'm only beat by fire mages on that fight.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we just ran right into the talk about like raid stuff. Well, tell us about Rolling Thunder.
Okay.
Yes, your raid team.
So we have been around since near the end of Tier 14. We were one of the first teams when Convert to Raid started on Airy Peak. We have got ahead of the curve on every tier since then. And that's kind of our goal and our focus is to be ahead of the curve before the next tier comes
Yeah.
out, which I guess is self-explanatory. And so far we've hit it, and I'm a little bit nervous. I keep hearing mid-June, late June
That's what
for
I think.
6.2.
That's what I think.
So I'm like, we still have Iron Maiden's Blast Furnace and Blackhand to go. So I think we can do it, but Blackhand is going to be probably one of those nail biters, just like Lei Shen was for us. Like we got Lei Shen the week before the next patch. So I have a feeling Blackhand is going to be like, we're going to have that last pull mojo.
Dude, man, you talk about Lei Shen, but you made me kind of shudder, man. We were working on Lei Shen the last night. You could kill him, man. We didn't get him, man. It was like, I mean, we had like a couple hours left, man. Yeah, we went to the last minute, dude. That's
Weren't
crazy,
you doing
man.
that with the Salad Senate? On
No,
that
well,
night, though?
it was a combination of Salad Senate and then just anybody that would just come in, and like we were just throwing just bodies at him. And we got really close, but anyway, I don't even want to think about
bodies at
it.
him.
Yeah, just throwing bodies at Lei Shen. Just somebody just survive, please.
That was a rough fight. It took a
Oh,
lot
man.
of work, but when we got him, man, that
was a fun
felt
fight,
so
though.
good.
That was actually a really fun fight. I liked Lei Shen. Lei Shen was actually a fun fight.
Indeed. Throne of Thunder was actually a really good raid instance altogether, except for Darumu.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
I can't remember. What,
Now, you
You'll
guys-
remember the
was
big
that the
eye that kills you with the instant
with
gaze.
the purple stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Yep.
I see what you
Yeah.
did there. Yeah.
Now you guys roll 10 deep, 20 deep. What do you guys? What size is
We're
your team?
kind of flexing in between right now. So our roster is currently at 14. We've got 2 trials that are coming in this week, so we'll be up to 16. But we're hitting the period where we are every week we're down 3-4 people.
Oh
for goal
man,
stuff.
the attendance
Yeah.
boss. Yeah.
But that's specifically why I was happy, because we determined as a team going into Warlords that we wanted to just do Heroic. We didn't want to do Mythic.
Okay.
Okay.
So that gave me as a raid leader a ton of freedom to build the roster up, get to 15, 14, so that way when we drop a few people, we can still raid.
Sure. Yeah.
And as long as we don't drop both of our tanks and 3 of our healers, then we're okay.
I think a lot of people are enjoying the fact that winter's over and they're starting to go outside more, or they're just this expansion or this 6 dot, what is it? What are we in? 6.1?
6.1.
6.1.
Yeah, is just going on a little bit longer than needed. But
I think the flexibility though
don't
that
say
Blizzard,
that, man. I got 3 bosses to go.
well,
Hush yourself.
they've already they've nerfed Blackhand. Blast Furnace has been nerfed, and you guys are working on Iron Maiden, so you probably get Iron Maidens down this week.
Yeah.
You probably get them down this week. I bet you after that you'll go in and roll. You'll roll Blast Furnace over with. I have a feeling you guys will just. Maidens was a very tough fight. Blast Furnace is it's a very challenging fight, but I think you'll get that done. I think you'll get that done in 1 week.
Yeah, I've got a really solid strat. It helps that I roll with another raid team, Rectified, on Saturday.
I don't have the sounder.
Yeah, you don't have the sound. Yeah, I roll with Rectified on Saturday, so I've got to see all of the fights, except for Blackhand Phase 3. We haven't got there yet, though. So I'm actually not in charge of strategy, but our strategy guy is going to be gone this weekend. So I'm going to be the strategy guy.
It's all
for
about
Blast
you
Furnace.
this week. Yeah.
So I actually have to raid lead. Surprise, surprise.
So out of Blackrock Foundry and High Mall, what do you like the best? Out of the two of them?
Blackrock for
Black
sure.
Rock, yeah. Okay.
High Mall had its high points. It had its fun, but it wore off really quickly. Doing Kargath for the 87th time, not very fun.
Yeah.
Not a fun fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And killing Kargath right at the beginning of the expansion, also weird.
Yeah, it was weird kind of setup. He was one of the more, big baddies, and it was like he's the first boss, then a complete pushover. It's like, okay.
So
And he's like such a huge thing in the starting zone too,
Right.
Like, nah.
Nah.
What'd you have
Sal's
to
not
say, Nav?
impressed.
no, I want to know. Besides Rectified and Rolling Thunder, are you guys still doing the all monk raids? Are you guys still doing that? Are you still organizing that?
I haven't organized one in a while. And I have a wedding coming up, so I've been really busy with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, with Monk Meditation switching over on D20 Crit, so we've got a lot of kind of moving parts going on right now. So, fortunately, I don't have the time that I
Okay.
would like. But I definitely want to do that. And unfortunately, and I'm really bummed about this, and I take full blame, the Death Knights have beat us to world first.
What?
I thought you guys were
heroic
world
Blackrock
first,
family.
man. Like, oh man, I was about to ask you about
We
you
took
guys and
world
your world
first
first
normal high mall, but Death Knights stole it away from us.
Stupid DKs.
It's still
Yeah,
pretty
stupid
early.
DKs.
Yeah.
DKs did that. I was like, wow.
So overpowered.
We just totally glossed over the fact that you're getting married, dude.
What?
You're get-
I am?
He said he's going to a wedding.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
No,
I was like,
yeah,
wait a
that's a
minute.
real deal, man. Congratulations, bro. We're like, oh yeah, he's
Congratulations.
getting ready for a wedding. But anyway, no, dude, that's big, man. That's real. That's good, man. Congratulations. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you. So,
The awkward silence.
So
after
awkward
some guy-
silence.
It's like, okay, we can get back into the game, you talk. I just want to just take it real for 1 second.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just take it real.
It was like a moment of silence. Chaichi's
Right.
getting
What are all the things you're not going to be able to do anymore? Okay. He's like,
I'm actually looking forward to it all being done so I have time to do the old stuff I was doing before I got engaged. So that's...
yeah.
I don't
No,
think
it'll be
that's
good,
how
man.
married
You know what?
works.
Actually,
It depends who you marry, Sal.
I have some advice. I have some advice for your wedding. You have to sit down and eat at some point. It is going to be rushed from start to finish. And I noticed during our wedding, we never actually sat down to eat the whole night. Like
And
we did.
it goes by so fast.
It goes by so fast. So
Yeah,
Like
we're
you're
actually-
seeing all your family and friends,
doing
and you're
pretty
waving at
good
everybody,
prep.
but you don't remember who's there and who even showed up.
yeah.
Yeah. And we're going fairly casual. So,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We're only going to have about 70 people. So,
Okay.
Okay.
and it's going to be
That's
out
really
of
nice,
state
bro.
park. So it's not going to be too
Oh, that's
crazy.
nice.
Yeah.
Aw.
He's trying to play it down, but everyone's like, "Oh, it's so sweet."
That's really
he's trying to play it down.
part.
It's like we're gonna have doves flying everywhere.
Not in Nebraska
area.
because they'll get shot.
Oh,
Bad
man.
idea.
You guys
So
are
you live
hardcore
in
out there.
Nebraska then.
All monk wedding, Chief
All
Olden
monk
says.
wedding, there
Oh,
we go.
monk wedding.
Nobody.
Okay.
All right.
Does your wife get? Does she game at all?
She does. She does play World of Warcraft. She unfortunately she did level up a monk, but that's not her style. She plays warlock. So, but we didn't meet in game, but it was one of the reasons that we got together. We actually met on a site called Geek to Geek.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
yeah.
And
That's
I had
awesome.
listed on my profile that I had played WoW, and what's funny is I had forgot to take it off that I played WoW because actually it was in one of my hiatuses during that time. And she contacted me and was like, "Hey, I play WoW on the server too. You should come join me." I'm like, "Okay." So I resubbed and
Wow.
So she
Start
got you
that.
back into the
History.
game.
yeah, she got me back into the game, and that's when it all went uphill.
Oh man, dude, a family that wows together stays together, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. So I spend a lot of my
stuff.
time in WoW now, just doing like old raid and old content. She's not a very skilled raider yet, so
Man,
I'm
that's-
working
just
on
chill
that.
with that. You're about to get married, man. Chill. Save that stuff for afterwards,
Yeah.
man.
So it's
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so we go back and do old content and farm stuff, farm mounts and stuff like that. So we still have fun.
cool. That's awesome.
Aw.
So Chai, what's your favorite boss of Warlords right now?
Favorite boss of Warlords. As a Mistweaver, I really love Beast Lord because it lets me cheese the heck out of the mechanics. And I can do DPS the whole time and still beat all the healers, which I love that. And DPSing, I would say Twin Ogron from High Mo
okay.
was one of my favorites. Just because no one could beat Windwalker.
But that actually was a fun fight.
Yeah,
actually
that
a
was
fun fight.
Okay, but getting back to Rolling Thunder,
Uh-huh.
do you have any like crazy antics
Oh.
or like funny stories?
I'm going to give a URL here.
no.
And
Oh,
please
no.
be advised, adult content may be there.
Even
so do not
better.
give this to any children.
Know that the Converted podcast has no knowledge of said URL
Right.
or its contents.
bit.ly. So yeah, it's bit.ly/RT soundboard.
RT soundboard.
I
Okay.
record our raids and mark down timestamps when funny things happen.
Wow,
Oh.
And take
Okay.
sound clips and put them up on the soundboard.
that's actually kind of cool.
So we have our own kind of rolling soundboard there, which is really nice. So yeah, with tons of antics over the last couple of years. Let's see, some of my highest moments. Let's see, rolling off the edge on Lei Shen. Daikatsu and I both play monks, or used to back then, and we would constantly roll off the edge when we meant to roll away from something. So flying monks.
Oh, pandas in that fight. Not pandas, monks in that fight. Always rolling off the edge.
We're
And
trying
they're
to
like
get the heck
tank,
away from
and
something.
They're in the corner there, and they're just yeah. Monks. It's like take it off your keyboard.
No,
Just
we
take off
need
the
that.
action
We have
bar.
to
Boss
have
is at
that.
1%. The monks didn't win left. Rolls off the edge. Dies.
And he hits roll.
Oh, there was one time when we had massive server lag when I was on G-Kun, and I was on the Nest team, and I was way up at the top, and I did a flying serpent kick off to get down to the main platform. Flying serpent kick is supposed to last for a couple seconds and stop. It didn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. And I just went sailing down onto the platform, rolled across, off the other side. So that was fun. Let's see. Another one in Throne of Thunder was when we first had Trauma Brew join us. He was on a warlock. No, he was on his warrior. And his mic was terrible. And so he would be talking, hey guys, so what? And it's really, and that's kind of cool. And
Oh man.
so it was going throughout the whole night, and so we were just laughing our butts off. Is every time it's like, okay,
No
I
one
think
told
we got
him?
it fixed. So let's. And then he finally gets that fixed, and then somehow his voice modulator kicked in. So it's like we were just rolling on the floor laughing the whole time. It's great. And during that same time, we also had that was over the wind bridge. I'm sure you guys all have PTSD from the wind bridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had our shaman get double banked. So you know how one of those moving spirits will bank shot you off the edge? He bank shot into another one that bank shot him over the bridge over the other side and died. So, good times.
Double banked.
Yes. There was also in Siege of Orgrimmar, we had our Death Knight tank, Haplo. He would love to go and ninja those flask boxes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so I like to also ninja the flask boxes. So we would always compete and run, and like I would chain pull crap to him and work with my hunter buddy to misdirect onto him. So I would go charging for the box and have him like barrage misdirect onto Haplo so he couldn't get the box. And yeah. So that was fun. Caused many wipes, but I got lots of flasks.
Lots of repair bills. But
Yes.
at least you.
Hey, I got the flasks. That's all that matters. Speaking of people trying to kill each other, we recruited a priest, Lilitharia, who's also LeBlue on monk meditation.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
And he tries to kill us repeatedly with that life grip thing.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I get life gripped into fire. I get life gripped into cleaves. It's some people were paying him to try to kill me on twin Ogrons. That way I couldn't top the meters. Didn't work.
That ability is seldom used for anything good. It's really just
It's
trolling.
like, oh, hurricane!
It's really just trolling.
What was that? Whirlwind is about to go off. It's like whirlwind's about to go. Oh God, why am I here?
So it sounds like you're down in bosses, but you're also having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, we have a ton of fun in there. We keep it pretty casual. I have only yelled at the raid team twice. One of them was when our hunter Kalinid disconnected and was standing in crap. So I was just cursing him out the whole time, and he didn't hear it. And the second time was got a little on edge at the end of Garage. I guess normal Garage at that point.
Another shutter. Yeah.
So it's like we would get to phase 3 and wipe, and get to phase 3 and wipe, and your nerves kind of catch up to you from time to time. I'm just like, come on, guys, we got this. Let's do it. So I try to be very constructive as a raid lead. I try not to yell and scream at people because I hate being on those raid teams. So I try not to do that.
There's ways to get it done with staying, positive and stuff.
Exactly.
Well, you've done several tiers with this particular team. So how long has Rolling Thunder been around?
Let's see, about 2 years now. We'll be having our 2-year anniversary coming up, I think, next month, early next month.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Good. Love to hear when the teams stick together like that.
Yeah, it's we've still got a number of the same members that started with us, but we've had a lot of cycling in and out, people switching alts and stuff like that too. But the core group of the team is still there. But we were a 10-man first, so now we're up to 15. So obviously we got 5 new people.
Alrighty. Well, gentlemen, do you have anything else to ask our guest?
List the members of Rolling Thunder.
In alphabetical
That was-
order.
In alphabetical
order without looking.
Not looking. All right. Paladins. We have our healer, Evelyn. We have our tank, Bastelson. We have our healer's husband who just joined the team, Alexander. Priest, we have Lilitharia. Paladin, Priest, Warlock. We have Cage of Hell and Trauma Brew. Monks, we have Chaithi, that jerk. Cadian, who's our Brewmaster tank. Let's see. Shamans, we have Cthulhu, Enhancement Shaman. Fairly new recruit, doing extremely well. Let's see here. We have no warriors currently, though we have one going to be trialing for us this weekend. Let's see. Hunters, Vidaria. She's been with us for quite a while. She started in Siege with us. Let's see. Kyrie just left the team, so sorry, bye. He's kind of bored with the DPS. Let's see. We've got rogues. My coworker Lateralis. We have
Lateralis is
Yep.
the name?
Yep.
It's a Tool fan.
Yes, he is a Tool fan. All of his characters are named stuff from Tool.
Oh, that's so cool.
All right. Other classes we got Mage, Polyhymnia, Death Knight, Launder, who is also Daikatsu from Monk Meditation.
Okay.
And there's one more class. Come on, there's 4 classes in that tier.
You can do it. You can do it.
Druid.
Oh, there you go.
Renette, Feral Druid. Boom.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
And that's all of them. I think he was
That's it.
actually doing it from memory then.
That's pretty solid, man. That's pretty solid. Before we let you go, man, we know you host the Monk Meditation. We might have some listeners that haven't actually heard of the show. You want to give a quick rundown of what you guys are doing out there? Because I know you guys are putting in some work. You guys do an awesome show.
We've been around a little over 2 years, and Monk Meditation is a podcast all about monks in the World of Warcraft. We talk class tips and tricks, rating tips. We talk a lot about the community and what's going on there. So any new topics that come up, any new patch notes, what the discussion is going on in the community. Talk about theory crafting and just other fun events, like we put together those all monk raids, which hopefully will be coming back soon. And we record every other Monday, opposite of you guys, so we don't encroach on your territory. And you can catch us
Wait a
out.
minute, we're about to though.
Oh, are you
And
switching?
it's gonna be our fault. Because
You know what's
we're not
funny
gonna-
is-
we're not going to do a show on Memorial Day.
We could skip.
And I think Dead Greed also said that their show is also on the off Mondays. Yeah, interesting.
Well,
You know,
we should be done before you guys start, though. Like, we start at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and we go for about an hour.
Oh yeah, and we start
Okay.
at 10 Eastern.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we should still be okay.
Because if it's not gonna work out, we'll do what we got to do. Because we don't want any problems. This is Monk Meditation. We're.
And if you're playing a monk, definitely check out Monk Meditation.
Definitely. These
I
guys,
mean-
man, they're knowledgeable people, man. They know what's up.
Yeah, we've got one of the best brewmasters, LeBlue, on there. We have two
Salty
excellent
LeBlue.
walkers. Yeah, salty. We have Air, the great monk.
Oh yeah,
father
man.
himself.
Yeah, dude. Air's
the
yeah.
monk
Walker.
father.
Yeah, Daikatsu, very nice gentleman, and me covering Mistweaver. So,
Spaz in the chat room says the converted meditation.
yes, let us join together.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, good stuff, man. Good stuff. You got any shout outs before we let you go, man?
Shout out to not only Rolling Thunder but also my team Rectified on Saturday. Let's get Black Hand down. Shout out to all my crew at Rolling Thunder. So let's also get Black Hand down. Let's beat Rectified just to show them what's up. And a big shout out to LeBlue, who actually just got engaged.
Oh, congratulations!
Oh,
Congratulations.
congrats.
Everyone's getting married, man.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure he went down in the salt mines deep in the last show and pulled out a couple diamonds and stuck them in the ring. So I'm pretty sure that's how that worked.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, how about shout outs?
That's
Is
what I
what you
just
just
did.
What's a
did.
shout
Is
out?
what
Come
you
on,
just
Sal.
did,
What's going
Sal.
on,
Guys, I have-
Sal, what's really going on? Hey, by the way, we've got Chaithi on the show tonight. Hey, Chaithi. how you
Chaithi,
doing?
welcome. How's it going, bud?
Anyway, listen, bro. Thanks for coming on the show. Sal's half asleep, so we'll just let that slide. And dude, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, bud.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
See
man.
ya.
What is wrong with you, Sal? What's really going on?
And I missed all my cues and then oh my gosh. I don't know,
Wow.
I've got a headache.
You did
This
that
light
twice too. Like I
show.
think that's something else. We're like, hey, what do you think of this? And he's like, da 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 da. And Sal's like, hey, by the way, what do you think of this?
I am sorry.
Hey, it's
you
all
know
good,
what?
Sal.
It's been a long Monday. It has been a really long Monday. And I
Everyone in the
was
chat room's
paying
giving you
attention
hugs, Sal.
too. I was paying attention.
Sure, you were
because
totally
he was talking
listening.
about the salt mines, and then in the chat room they're talking about the salt mines, and everyone's getting married.
He was a good guest.
It
I
is
like
very-
Chaithi. He's a good dude.
Isn't he fun?
He's a good dude.
What do you say we get Nate in here?
Let's get him.
Okay.
And here's some rating. Let's see here.
Is Nate ready to go?
I don't know. I'm calling him.
I thought T was always first. What's this all about?
Netbox has been pulling Nate in because Nate raids,
Ah,
Well, no, I can pull T in first. I mean,
no, man. Hey, listen, you got him on there. I can see his face already. Don't tease me, bro.
Do you know what though? I did hear because it's been all over Twitter today that there's some really big announcement coming from Turarts later.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I have no idea what it is. Usually I do kind of know.
Nate.
But
What's up, guys?
What up?
It's good to see you, my man. You're looking good as always, dude.
Hey, thanks. Good to
So
see
what do
you guys
got for
too.
us tonight, man? What do you got for us?
Wait a minute, stop. Before you do that, Nate, you were the only one who got my song in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta turn the stream off. Wait a minute, I'm hearing myself.
Nate's like, yep.
So as the show is starting,
That was so like, yeah. He's like, yeah, cool. He's like, well, no, you're not listening to anything I'm saying anyway, Sal. So whatever.
How's the snow in Arizona? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's gone.
no.
It was gone within 24 hours, but yes, we did get some snow up here.
Yeah, I was singing this song from Portal.
Still alive from Portal.
Yes. Yes. So, and Nate got it, and no one else did.
Ah.
So, yeah.
So
Anyway,
that's the end of the story.
Okay.
that's all there is.
Still,
So Nate, tell us about rating, please.
Well, let's go through our announcements real quick because
awesome.
let's do a refresh just in case. Nope, there's one. There's a whole one. So all we got this week is Banana Republic's now 10 of 10 normal and 8 of 10 heroic going to
congratulations.
Mythic Blast Furnace
Nice.
or Heroic Blast Furnace next.
Okay.
Nice.
And they are looking for everything but healers right now. So if you're looking for a team, Banana Republic. And that's it. So, guys, make sure you get your rating news in. I know that
I
they're
want to show some love to Banana Republic, man, for using the forum, man, getting it done. You know, pimping their team. That's what it's all about, man.
Definitely. I know there's been a lot of uproar with rating recently in the guild. We've had a lot of teams fall apart all of a sudden.
A little burnout going down, or what, man?
Just a little burnout. I think it's attendance,
summer,
content.
Or what do you think it is, man?
I think a lot of it's burnout.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is, at least with heroic and especially mythic teams, I think things are maybe a little harder than a lot of people are used to. I think a lot of people got lulled into a sense of complacency based on how long Siege of Orgrimmar went on, which with all the 4/4 upgrades and all that crazy stuff. I think a lot of people thought, hey, this rating thing's pretty easy, and then didn't realize that, oh, no, that just went on forever and ever and ever and ever.
Right.
It did.
But I think a lot of it too. Is I think that we as officers for the guild can do a lot better job of trying to help push people to the forums and get out there and looking at the forums and seeing what teams are out there and getting them applied. I know ACOMP put up a post this week that, among many other things, got people talking about how there's a raider supply problem in this guild, and there is. I see all the teams, I see all their rosters, I see what's going on. There's only about 10% of this guild that is on a raid team.
Right.
Really?
Which means either 90% of the guild isn't raiding, or people aren't using the forums, and I would like to think that it's probably the former and not the latter, but you never know.
You know the thing about forums, though, like forums,
they suck and they're antiquated. I know.
Yeah, it's just like even I'll sit here and I'll tell people, like, listen, use the forums, but at the other side of my mouth, I never use the forums.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, in theory, it's the easiest solution, right? But it's just no one wants to use it, and I'm of the same group. You know what I mean? Like, is there another way? Like, and this is totally not scripted. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's the solution, right? Because I mean, forums, I don't know why, but maybe because it's hard to get on your phone. It's not a fancy app or what, but it's just, I don't know. What's the deal? Like, there
is an app, but it still sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, GroupMe is easier. Stuff that's more of an instantaneous chat is easier. A Facebook group is easier. You know, whatever teams want to use. Part of the goal anyway for the raid builder tool, which, yes, that's still a thing. No, I don't know when we're going to have it done, but we are working on it. Part of it is that it's going to hook in with GroupMe. And so once you're on a team, your GroupMe feed will be on your team page on the raid builder tool.
That's kind of cool.
That is really cool.
That'll help keep it, make it a one-stop shop. And once the raid builder tool is live, I think that'll help get people going, because we'll kind of have a more central location for everything. Because you'll go to convertraid.com/guild and log in, and all your information will be right there. You can see the guild calendar. You'll be able to see all that. But like I said, we're still working on it. I'm due. I think I'm going to try to get with Part Chart this week and maybe Macus and try to figure out where we're at with that, because I'm a little out of the loop from just being overwhelmed with other stuff and trying to get our new liaisons hired and rolling. Oh, that reminds me, I do have something to let you guys know. So since I've hired a bunch of new liaisons, I've kind of divided up responsibility for overseeing each of the teams between all of our raid liaisons. Okay. So you may not be dealing with me directly anymore. So if you have something that you need, if you want to let me know, hey, I've added this person to my team, I need them to have raider rank, whatever, email ctrraids@gmail.com. Don't contact me directly, because I'm probably not the liaison overseeing your team. And I would rather it go directly to the person who is overseeing your team, rather than having to go through me and then me have to relay the message, because that doesn't always work out so well.
Okay. It's good to
awesome,
know.
man.
You're a good message relayer.
What? No. That doesn't sound like me. So
well, that's exciting, at least knowing there's some stuff on the horizon that'll make things a little easier.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is really slick too. I've seen the beta of this raid team builder. It is something else. It is nice.
Yeah,
cool.
And I don't know if we're gonna get it to the point. I said I wanted to have it out before the next tier content. I don't know that that's gonna happen, but we'll have it out eventually. Soon TM.
Cool. Soon TM. Very good.
All right, guys. That's all I have for you.
Nate,
what's
do
up?
you have any shout outs?
Do I have any shout outs? I don't.
Okay, but do you have any shout outs?
Sal's not feeling well tonight, Nate, so you're all set.
We need to
man.
reboot Sal. Like, Sal needs a reboot.
Have a good night, Nate. Thanks for coming on the show.
All right. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
All right, bud. See you, man.
See ya.
Sal's like, okay, so we've got a special guest tonight, Nate. He's never been on the show before. Jeez. This is Turarts coming up. Turarts. She comes on every couple weeks.
And after
she does events,
Turarts, we're going to give away 3 Jinx gift cards.
We are. And this is Turarts. Turarts meets Sal. Sal, we got Turarts here tonight. Okay, very good. How you doing, T?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Doing awesome. Doing awesome.
So event news. A lot's happened in 2 weeks. It's crazy how
much
can go down. Just one thing to say about the Raid app. We have awesome people working on all of the guild calendar, the guild webpage, and it's all voluntary. And it does take some time because the guild calendar was something I was like, it just needs to come out now. But it's worth it because they're making sure all the bugs are right. So when it does come out, it's going to be brilliant. Just be patient, guys, because it'll be awesome. Event staff, some updates. So probably for about 6 months, I've kind of been debating with myself, like, oh, Amanda, you need someone to come on and kind of help you out because there's a lot of stuff to oversee, or you got this. Finally, though, with buying a house, I need help won. So Eva Lani, has come on as my number 2. So she is helping me kind of oversee some of the making sure events are on the guild website. Some of the bigger events we're going to be putting on the guild calendar in game. We have some back things right now that we are helping the web designers work on for the mobile app that will be coming soon. TM.
App.
Yes.
The Convert to Rate Guild. That's awesome.
That
it's exciting.
That is awesome.
So there's a lot of stuff that we do that's not quite events as like planning events. So she's just going to help me with that stuff. So that's awesome. And speaking of Eve, her and Mage are getting ready to pilot something that's going to be pretty awesome. It is called Your Graduation from LFR. For a lot of people, all I do is raid LFR just because either they're scared to take that next step or they don't know how to. And this is kind of for you. It's kind of like our Raiding 101 we did before. It's going to be happening Tuesday nights from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. server. And it's not going to start tomorrow. It's going to be a week from tomorrow when it'll start. Basically, it is just getting you introduced to raiding, going through the bosses, and I want to really emphasize this, slowly. So this isn't something where you're like, oh, I want to run normal on my alts, I'm going to go down bosses. Nope, this is something where you may spend those 2 hours and just down 2 bosses. It's to get new people introduced to the game, get questions answered, or if you're new to the spec, like I have always Hunter. That's it. That's all I do is I Hunter. I have a DK, I have a Disc Priest, but I just Hunter. So for me, maybe going in and tanking on my blood spec, that'd be something for me. But this isn't for people who, have been raiding and they just want to go in and get some easy bosses. So it's really exciting. I'm sure she'll have a post up within the next couple of days talking about some of the requirements. Obviously level 100. They're looking for a certain item level. I think it's 650 or 660. A couple of things on there. So just check it out. This is really great if you want to take that next step into raiding, because I think once you get your foot in the door, it's easy to find a team and to get started. So that is happening. Also next week's going to be kind of busy. On the 20th, which is Wednesday, we are doing a CTR BRF takeover with Jules and Zug. So they will be joining us.
Cool.
We are going to be downing as many wings as we can. I think the game plan is to take them all on, but we'll just see what happens with the night. For this event, it's first come, first serve, sign up on the guild calendar, so make sure you head over there and sign up. I will have it active tomorrow, so signups can start tomorrow. So it'll be pretty fun, pretty exciting to have them involved in events. Otherwise, I'm still looking for event planners. I need 2 to 3 to round out my team, so if you're interested, there is an application on the forums. Go ahead and fill that out or shoot an email to ctrguildevents@gmail.com. A lot of great events out there, so any questions, just let me know. I think that's all I have.
Do you remember in Siege when we were trying to fill out those, LFRs and we couldn't get people to fill it in, and then Zug would log in and he's like, I'll join, and then the entire guild wanted to join in with that. It was fun. So yeah, guys, definitely sign up for that, because that usually fills up pretty quickly there. So
really fun.
I say, yeah. I'm really excited to run with Jules and Zug. It should be a lot of fun.
All right, T.
That's all I have. We will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Alrighty. Take care.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
And I didn't ask her for shout outs. Me and War Chief are in the chat room. The War Chief is a troll, apparently.
War Chief is a troll, yes.
But Navox, I want to ask you. You said something to me about a Florida meetup.
Okay,
what
yeah. So
is happening?
All right. So here's the deal. My man Yaki is in the Navy and he's getting deployed. So he got in contact with me because we're both in Florida. He's like, Navox, yo, we got to get together before I go to Hawaii. Make it happen. So I was like, all right, Chief, we'll make it happen. And I was looking at places to meet up. And we had discussed several places in the Orlando area, because Orlando is central for everybody. And we had discussed places like Dave & Buster's or World of Beer. But there is a place that I think we would all fit in best. I actually got this information from Bay from Final Boss TV. He said, check out this place called the Cloak and Blaster. If you haven't seen this place, it's called cloakandblaster.com. Now, they open at 6 p.m. And I think they open on the weekends. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're from 6 p.m. till 2 a.m. Eastern. So the tentative plan, and we'll update you again in 2 weeks, is June 27th. We're going to try to meet up at the Cloak and Blaster, sit around. I'll see if I can't get some WoW Trivial Pursuit going on or something like that. And I'm also, if they have some sort of internet connection, I'll try to stream it. If not, I'm still going to bring my equipment, set it up. We can, get some shots of everybody. I'll put a video together. I've got a video camera, all the equipment here. and we'll have a pretty good time. So
It'll be fun. It'll be
yeah,
fun.
it'll be fun. I think if I I don't know, Bell, you're in, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, cool.
I'll be there.
All
We'll
right.
probably, I'm guessing we'll probably have a pretty good group there.
I think so too. I talked to Hoki, Daikatsu. There's a lot of Florida people, if you don't know, guys. So
I got a few people that real life friends that are in the guild that live nearby me, so we'll get a nice group of people up there.
I'm not just limiting it to CTR. There may be some people who are on other podcasts, Twitch casts that may be there as well. No, I can't. I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm nothing solidified yet. I'm just saying there's a possibility that other people may be there. So
It'll be fun, man.
It'll be
You can
fun.
Come out, Orlando.
absolutely.
Be there, man. We'll have a good time.
Yeah, we'll have more. We'll have more plans set in stone in 2 weeks for you guys. So, but yeah, Sal.
Awesome.
Sal, what else you got, man?
Okay, that's the big thing, the Jinx gift certificates. Okay. Actually, I was going to write this down on paper here. Okay. So, email. This email says, "What's up, converted crew? Barrow here, CTR's most casual disc priest. I have something that I think will make a good giveaway for next week's show. Jinx.com sells all kinds of WoW/Blizzard clothing, toys, etc. I have 3 gift certificates, each one worth $50.
Whoa.
Boom.
Yeah, you heard that right. $50 each. Let's effing do this. Love the show. You're the reason I switched servers and joined CTR. Barrow.
Wow.
Barrow! Oh my
That's
gosh,
awesome.
thanks
That
so
is
much.
Thank you so
fantastic.
much. That is really
I
awesome.
was like, okay, 3 $50 gift cards, 3 hosts. Coincidence?
All right, guys. It's been a great show. We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks.
No, we're gonna give them away on air actually, and I just wanted to do something like the quickest thing I could possibly think of. So what I'm doing right now is I'm writing down 3 numbers. Let's see, I'm writing them on paper right now. Let's see, and what I want the people in the chat room to do is guess a number. I've got 3 numbers here. All right. Guess a number between 1 and 50. And the people that guess one of these 3 numbers that I just wrote down will be the ones that get the prizes.
That is an awesome gift certificate, man. $50.
Can you imagine? Okay, so while the guesses roll in, I will keep track of it. Okay.
We've got
Okay. Gosh. We've got a lot of people in the chat room. Okay. Just a second.
I
Let's
haven't
see.
seen it yet.
I'm writing it down. Why don't we?
I just saw one.
Okay. While they do that, let's let everyone do that and let's continue, and then I'll figure that out.
No, I'll mark them down.
Let's
Wow.
move. Let's move
Lots
to
of
the
numbers.
next. Let's move. Yeah. Let's move to the next one. Navox.
Wait a minute. I messed up here. So
Now it's time for chat room shout.
that's what we're going to now? All right.
That's the next.
I'm like, chat room shout outs right now. We got a shout out of 23 from Drashama. Shout out from 19 for Rambling Noob. No, all right, guys. So get your shout outs in and we will read them off here from the chat room. And Sal, for the regular converted shout outs, head on over to the forum page that we have out there on the Signals Media site and post them on out there. Sal, you got any out there?
That's right. Not on the site today, but we did get some emails in. Let's see. Where am I? Okay. We have an email about last week's show. It's from Bandit and CTR Moonfang. It says, "Hi guys, pets are holding me in well these days. But last week's show was about pets. I love collecting them and having them around my garrison. I love that too. I have 440 so far and 36 of them at maximum level. Let's see. I love the healing ones, as that ability can save a losing battle." He goes on and on about like how awesome all the pets are. Like the personal world destroyer. The reindeer always eats me alive in PvP. The shore crab is one of his favorites. Hydraxling. I can't read everything. The spawn of a Nixie is another one. The brew pup. Bandit's picks are the brew pup, the shore crab, plus a leveling pet for almost anything. And he can ramble on and on. Bandit, thanks so much for the email. And we love, sometimes we get emails from Bandit like during our show. Like if I check right now, there might be an email from Bandit. So that's pretty cool. We got another email, and I've got that down for you.
All right. Team Converted, longtime listener, old time contributor, Dr. Pope here.
Dr. Pope!
Dr. Pope, man. Yeah,
Pope.
good dude.
Well, hell hath frozen over, and for my 50th birthday, I will be going to BlizzCon. Looking to meet up with the crew and hopefully not cause a Skype crash like every time I was on the show. November can't get here soon enough. Cordially, Dr. Pope.
I like Pope, man. He's a cool dude. Look forward to meeting him. That'll be fun.
All right, we got a lot of chat room shout-outs here.
Go ahead with those. I'm just checking what Belschnickel found with their winners.
Neilish here. Shout out to my raid team, Face Pull, of course. They made 9 out of 10 heroic and 10 out of 10 normal. We got Blackhand at 35%. Neo, I saw that. That was really awesome. Chief Vol'jin, shout out to 42 for being the best number. Urs, no problem there, bud. I helped. I saw Urs some links for some job offers. Let's see here. What else we got? Shout out to the Rubber Chicken Coalition for getting their first heroic boss down this week, hitting 8 out of 10 normal. And to my new raid team, Poor Judgment, for going 4 out of 10 heroic this weekend. Rambling, that is awesome. What else? Oh, we do have some winners here. Oh, hey. Working as intended, back into Mythics. Having killed... congrats. Congrats working as intended for killing Beast Lord last week. That's awesome, Mazzer. Good job, man.
We've got a couple from Twitter, actually. From Dead Greed. Did you already see this in the chat room? Shout out to Facepull and Navox.
Yeah, I already...
And, hey, Dead Greed, do you have any shout-outs? Is what I want to know. So, looks like we have winners here for the Jinx codes.
Now that's actually the fastest we've ever gotten winners on the show. Like last time it was just like...
And I'm sure that's a lot of fun to listen to.
It's a lot of fun to edit that. It's a lot of fun to edit Dead Space there going, let's kill some time.
You edit? Wow. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to show you what I have, just so you know I'm not cheating at all. Can you even see it? The first number is 42. The second one is 37. And the next one is 13. Those are just 3 numbers. Okay, I chose 42.
Sal's
obviously.
DPS numbers and recount.
What? Yeah, 42K is my DPS right now. No. So this means that our winners are Belschnickel.
We have Jim's Lock. Jim's Lock got 42. We've got Mazer with 37. And we've got Taja 70 with 13.
Awesome.
So congratulations, guys. That is fantastic, man. That's some good loot right there.
Okay. What you want to do is message me on Twitch. And okay, directly after the show, we'll talk about it. So congratulations. And Echelon, I don't do that well in DPS. I don't. Yeah. Okay. We've done our shout outs. What you got, Nav?
What I have is shout out to new team Convert to Mythic. Shout out to Team Facepull for taking me through. Shout out to Dead Greed. That's about it for shout-outs this week.
Belschnickel.
I want to give a shout-out to Nav, man. Like, for those of you guys who don't watch the show live or don't watch it on YouTube, the show has taken on a new look, and our overlay looks really hot, in my opinion. It's really nice. And Nav, man, is the man behind the look, and he's putting some time in, man, off the clock to make this show look nice. So I got to give you some love tonight, man. It's looking good,
no
baby.
Worries, man.
Yeah, it looks good. So I'm going to give you a shout-out, man. My shout-out belongs to you tonight, man.
Aw. Okay, I have a shout out. I want to shout out to someone who was in the chat room. I'm sure if she's still here or not. But Lil Nugget has been helping me win at Hearthstone.
Awesome.
She and I were on Twitter back and forth, organizing or making a mech engineer Hearthstone deck. So it's a mech engineer rogue. So it's a rogue with all the mechs in it. and we put one together, and I've been winning a lot because of it. So thank you.
She's a
so
solid
much.
player, you know, and I hope she's listening because
Yeah.
I've beat her so many times I can't remember. But no,
I don't think that's true.
that was true like
she's
30 years
here.
ago when she was like learning the game. Now it's like it's not even funny. I wouldn't even begin to try to mess with Little Nug right now. So that's good, man. I'm glad she's helping you out. She's a good player, really good.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. So that being said, if you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher, give us a thumbs up, write us a review, and we'll give you a shout out. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to join us live, look us up on Twitch TV/Converted Podcast. And Sal, who do we have lined up in 2 weeks?
Okay, in 3 weeks, we actually have a comp.
Awesome.
We're not going to have a show on Memorial Day. We've decided that.
Yes.
So the
Memorial
plan
Day's
is
in 2 weeks, so it's going to be 4 weeks.
3
in?
weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks to the next show. 3
All right.
weeks.
3 weeks until the next show. Which I
Awesome.
wonder if that puts us up against Dalaran Brilliance. I don't know. We'll see, because those are our buddies there too. So Guildie's got to stick together. But that's our plan right now in 3 weeks. So no show on Memorial Day, guys.
Actually,
Gonna take a time off.
with when we have ACOM coming up and we're talking about the collective mythic, we're going to talk about the mythic issue. If you haven't seen it, go out there. There's a post on the forums. If you have something to comment about the show or you want to write something in, even anonymously, write convertedpodcast@gmail.com. We'd like to get talking points for the show, questions, anything you have, guys. Shoot us that stuff. So. Yeah.
Okay, the other thing
Definitely.
is we are looking for raid teams to come on the show. Come
Yes.
for a raid team spotlight. So if you have a raid team
Kleptic.
and you want to be on the show,
Kleptic.
I can't. I've been
Tainted
trying to get
Core.
Kleptic on for 2 years. I've been trying for 2 years to get Kleptic on. He does raid on Mondays though.
I know.
I'll say. So we'll see. Once
They bench warriors, so he's got more than enough time to come on the show.
Oh man. Oh man. That's brutal.
Well, yes, I'm looking for Kleptic. I'm looking for you. Alrighty. But if you have a raid team, do email us at convertedpodcast@gmail.com, and we would love to have you on the show. We're all about raiding here, guys.
That's right, guys.
Alrighty.
stuff.
Well,
Alrighty, that's it. So,
All right, guys. We'll see you guys in 3 weeks. Thanks for coming out, guys. We love you guys, and yeah, we'll see you then. Be safe.
You can follow us on Twitter at converted_CTR.
and be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast.
Also, follow us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast, and join us live every other Monday at 7 p.m. server.
You can follow me at summer_sal, Navox at NavoxCTR, and Belschnickel at BelschnickelCTR.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really?